Senator, we cannot allow this or anything resembling it to become law. This is America. Every citizen is undeniably guaranteed the same basic rights. We can't tell citizens that they aren't able to vote in a national election. We should be supporting and encouraging as many people as possible to vote, not looking for ways to restrict them. I understand your position, but I very respectfully disagree. I do not view the right to vote as a basic right. Instead, I view it as an important responsibility, one whose integrity must be protected. If you depend on welfare, you will vote for those who support welfare, even if you know the country may suffer. Whether our Democratic counterparts choose to admit it or not, that is a conflict of interest. And I would argue that it is one of the most dangerous conflicts that exists today. Earl dug into his position, seemingly without concern. Senator, if that's the definition of a conflict of interest, everyone would be guilty. Environmentalists will vote for the candidate that supports fossil fuel management and clean energy initiatives. Victims of gun violence will support candidates with strong gun control positions. Everyone is going to vote for the candidate that supports what is most important to them. It's what people do. I think you feel this way because many of those people vote Democrat. Are you going to say that's a coincidence? Weldon asked. Earl was never one to back down from an argument, especially with this president who has used every opportunity to take shots at him through the media. I'll tell you my biggest problem with Democrats. You people treat the government like some full-to-the-brim titties for everyone to suckle on. Now, babies need to suckle, but full-grown men and women should not be drifting to sleep nestled on the government's bosom. Why don't we keep the anatomy analogies to a minimum? It's not suckling when you're lending a hand to a neighbor in need. It is a human obligation to do so. What sort of world would this be if we only cared for ourselves? Weldon couldn't help but acknowledge the disrespect in Earl's tone. It wasn't something that he was used to hearing, but he chose to take the high road. Mr. President, you must understand that I'm fully aligned with the people who support me and what I stand for. They have shown that with their votes, and I will not let them down. When has picking up someone else ever hurt anyone? My allegiance is with my party and the citizens that align with our ideals. I'm fully aware that our values aren't for everyone. That's how democracy works. If we like or dislike a party or a candidate, we show it at the polls. Well, that isn't possible when they aren't allowed to go to the polls, is it? That's not the kind of country we've ever been, and that isn't the kind of country we should become. Mr. President, respectfully, I think the people and their votes are saying the opposite.